Hi everyone, it's CherryEnchantress. I'm here with another pick a card and pick a card. Our subject is going to be, will their family like me? This is by request. We've had a few people suggest this, and I've had this before specifically for future husband and wife and for twin flames, but I'm going to let this be general for whatever you want to categorize yourself: soulmates, twin flames, future spouses. Will their family like you once you come together? Once you get established, once you have a real relationship and connection with this person on a daily basis, enough that they want to bring you to their family. So we have 3 piles here: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 is the Flourite crystal. Pile 2 is the blue lace agate. Pile 3 is the yellow calcite. Okay, I have mostly oracle cards, and then I'm going to do live shuffle some tarot cards too, just to kind of give a final vibe on the situation. So take a deep breath in. Ready? Close your eyes, release your breath. Open your eyes and let them drift to the pile that's meant for you. Let's begin. Alrighty, here's pile 1 with the Flourite crystal. Where did it go? Oh, I had a soft landing. Didn't break. Alright, so let's see first from the Fairy Wisdom Oracle. We have, this is not Fairy Wisdom. What's this one? This one is something, just the Fairy Oracle. Okay. New beginnings. The fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So I feel like possibly like the older people of the family, the grandmothers, the great aunts, they're going to be very excited. They're hopeful of there being, children born to you and your person. If not, that there's a newness about the situation, about the relationship that's exciting, invigorating. Let's see what else. All right, in transformation, the other thing family member will notice is how you both seem so different, or your person, they're like, wow, he's so different, she's so different around you. She's like a whole new person. So that new beginnings feeling. And it also could be some of you are getting pregnant or have gotten pregnant or something like that, or your person is either expecting as in getting pregnant, or expecting as in excited to be a parent. So this fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. Alrighty. And so let's see from I'm not remembering any of these. Work Your Light Oracle. You have a yes. So simple, plain and simple answer to the question, will their family like you? Yes, definitely yes. And I just want to show you, to validate this, in the book where it says yes, there it is. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I think the answer is yes. They will like you a lot. All right, let's see what else. Soul family. And not only that, I think they will feel like, hey, you belong to us and we belong to you. We've always known you somehow. They'll look at you like, where have you been all this time? Like, you're part of our soul family. So call in your soul tribe. You don't have to do it alone. They're like, what's taking you so long? Why haven't you brought this person into our soul tribe yet? This person is perfect for the family. And it's not important that they're perfect for the family. Of course it's important that they're perfect for you and they treat you well. but their family is very much going to like you. Let's see. So soul family is an action word, so I'm going to tell you what kind of actions you might have to take in order to solidify this transition. That should not be hard at all. So the soul family message here is that you don't have to do it alone, right? It's time to call in your soul family and support team. People who get you at a soul level, people who are the same kind of weird as you. So they're going to be the same kind of weird as you. People who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they are close by. This is so sweet. But in order for them to find you and to recognize you when they do, it's important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. So definitely just be yourself, and this will totally come to pass, and they will like you for just who you are. If you have already found them, then you are being called to let them support you and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as a therapist, a coach, a mentor, or healer. Tune into what kind of support you need now. So your action is just calling in your support team, and that's it. That's a nice action. It's saying yes to them and just knowing that they are your soul family, not just extended family or in-laws. They're soul family. You've got physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. So I feel like their impression of your connection is going to be where you guys can't keep your hands off each other or your eyes off each other. And there's something about that that's just endearing. Like, they don't think it's creepy or weird or, you know, too much, well, I'm thinking of TMI, too much information, which is one way of looking at it, but it's not even that. It's it's the public display of affection that I'm really trying to say. And anyway, none of that matters to them. They're just thinking, wow, this is what our person needs. Whoever is the masculine, the feminine, male or female, whoever that they're care about, they're happy that they're happy. Okay, and let's see what your threads of fate message here is. So connect to heart. This is like soul connection, soul tribe, soul family. And maybe you're really good with their pets too. Like, a lot of people can gauge how, there could be people that have like extended family that are their pets, and it's very important. Oh, I got big goosebumps on that one. It's very important that their pets like you. It's very important for many people. That is like up there with, make a deal breaker if not, So I feel definitely there is going to be kindred connection with all parts of the family, young and old and furry alike. So connect to your heart space. This is a place of bravery, integration, vulnerability, and compassion. Those are what you have to do to fit in, and basically that's who you are, because you have to just be yourself. So what it's saying is you are brave, you're vulnerable, and you're compassionate. It's like you're not too conceited or put yourself above anyone. You're very kind-hearted. And this, there's forgiveness and empathy in your actions, and a general softness about you that they appreciate and love about you. And it's like there's some people that they've come across, maybe ex-girlfriends or other people that had like a very defensive attitude, like everything seemed to be a battle, but you're completely different. You're not fighting people, you are being warm and natural when you have every reason to be a little bit nervous, right? So that's what they see in you, what they really appreciate you. And the crystal here that you can meditate with is the rose quartz. This is the ultimate heartstone. It supports us in love for ourselves and others, and life and family and friends and work and community and environment and all of it. So if you felt cold or shut down, the rose quartz can activate your heart and awaken it to all there is to love in your life. And that will just completely heal anything that you might need healing with, and also help attract this family close to you. And then finally we have from the Elki, she who, we have She Who Hopes, Renee, love, hope, relationships. It's like the princess frog princess. And I feel like they see you as this really kind, gentle soul that has a lot of hope, that you're kind of a hopeless romantic a little bit. You're very lovey-dovey, and so that's okay with them. They see that in your style you have hope, that kind of hopeful attitude where nothing can go wrong, you know, that you will always see the bright side of things. So she's kind of like a person who's kissed many frogs, but still she keeps going, right? She doesn't allow the past disappointments to keep her from opening up her heart once again. Her crown shows that she has that she's already a queen and doesn't have any need to be completed by someone, but there is room in her world for a partner who will stand by her to support her and love her. Renee believes in the sanctity and power of love. So the message is never to give up on hope. Your dreams of love are possible regardless of any history indicating otherwise. And when you're able to look back and see how every connection has brought you to this place, you begin to build your own bridge from loneliness to happiness. Always remember you must crown yourself first. I think also that's the other person's story as well. Like your person's story has this story. You and your person have a similar story. Like there's been a lot of frogs out there and you finally found just the perfect match here. In fact, I feel like you are more like, you're kind of like this, the perfect match. And I know I didn't shuffle these, but this is how I'm feeling they see you after, with all these cards out here. They see you as the perfect match, and they see you as affectionate and happy and loving towards each other, and nothing can get in the way of that. Let's get a little extra tarot card to see. All right, you have the Page of Swords. So this, like, there's an honesty and authenticity about your actions. You don't come across fake to them. Like you know how some couples, they're all over each other, but they seem sort of like maybe too much, you know, maybe they're acting or something. No, you look very genuine in your expression of your feelings here. Let's see what else. Wow, nice. Look, there's the dog. The dog really loves you. That dog, he's like, yes, you must be part of our rough family. That dog. And it's funny that this is the deck that I used. There's like the Ten of Pentacles is the happily ever after card, you know, it's the family and the legacy. And usually see a man and a woman happy with children. Sometimes you see like the generations, the older people and pets, but rarely do you see just a man, an old person, and a dog. But this represents the parts of the family I was telling you, you know, young and old, and furry family as well. Anything else that we need to know? I feel like this kind of says it all right here. Anything else? I think that's it. That's it. That says it all. Okay, so let's get some charms. We'll just get a little smattering of charms. And I have a condensed bowl of charms. All right, so let's see what your charms say. So you have the pixie dust. This is kind of like the magic coming through in the end here for you. And you have the wine cellar. To me, that's like storing up. Ooh, look, you have the wine cellar and the caviar, which means you have the finer things in life. It's a fairy tale. It's a dream come true. And it's a time for champagne. I heard champagne, but celebrating is what I was trying to say. There could be leisure plans for the relaxation, but look at this, you got the faith, trust, and pixie dust. So you made it. You made it all the way. Like, you're on the way to flying here. They might see you as tall and beautiful, and you're good, and they see you as like perfect for each other. Told you, complete each other. And they see you as spiritual as well. Like, maybe you follow, you're a Buddhist, or you just follow these kinds of nice, peaceful, more tranquil laws like Taoism and things. And then we have the snowflake. They see you one of a kind. No two snowflakes are alike. Very unique and individual. And we have the Big Ben, the tower. Oh, maybe this represents divine timing. It's kind of like they're thinking, well, it's about time. All right. Well, I hope you like that. I'm going to move on to the next. Subscribe. And here's pile number 2 with the blue lace agate. And let's see what you've got. So, from Fairy Oracle, we have precious time. I just got through saying it's about time. So this can be an extension of pile number 1. If you watched it and now you want to watch this one, go ahead, because sometimes they are related. If not, there does seem to be a timing situation here too. So the Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. So I think they're seeing, first of all, as far as the picture is concerned, I think they see you as a little bit eccentric and maybe sort of, you know, you maybe have a certain style you like you know, like a steampunk kind of look, you know, or Victorian, whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. But there is this time thing about you, like Mad Hatter, like Alice in Wonderland. There's just sort of this mystery about you that's interesting. You're interesting. You have an interesting character about you. But I feel like they're also thinking, it's about time. It's about time. Maybe the family itself is unusual, you know. Maybe their affection will come out in words that don't sound as affectionate to you, or maybe not necessarily. Maybe you get them right away, like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, some people say, oh, hey honey, you're so sweet, and some people will roll their eyes and say it's about time, but both mean they love you. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what else. So protection, yeah, like, this is really sweet. Like, there is going to be a beautiful energy surrounding you and your person's family. Like, everybody's auras light up. So at once they seemed a little eccentric or unusual or different, but then you start to realize you're all very similar. You know, the fairies of protections are shielding you with the magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So that's good for your spiritual work. That's good for also meeting the family. Like, do a nice spiritual kind of protection ritual or something. But I think they might notice sort of a certain aura about you, and you notice auras up on them, their energy or something, and feel like it's good, like they have good energy. I feel like in this case, it's almost more important how you feel about them. Like, you know what? Who cares how they feel about you? What do you feel about them? You know, will you like them? A lot of you out there are asking that question, like, so I don't care if they like me. I like myself. You know. All right. Let's see. Let's see now. What's your work your light? Is this work your light? Yes. Okay. This is saying the ever unfolding rose. Crack it open. It's happening for you, not to. Happening For you, yes, not to you. And this is, I think, something you instinctively know. Like, you don't see things as happening to you. Like, you know, like everything is an adventure. Everything is something to try, and that's new. And then you have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You're very mature soul here. Like, you see family as, or this way of integrating yourself with this family as a way to heal ancestral patterns too. So you could be like marrying into somebody of a different culture or different race than you, possibly, because this is a good way of breaking those chains. You could be same sex, a lot of different kind of eccentric issues here. Outside the so quote unquote norm, or whatever you want to call it. There is no real norm, but people like to label things. So, and you don't like to label things. You're very eccentric, so is their family. Their family doesn't label. And so you fit right in. You're all kind of on the same page. All right, so cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open, to open through hurts and loss, and allow what is falling away just to fall away. Being human is a courageous act, after all. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies as much as triumphs and adventures. And wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Maybe you're going through a difficult time right now, but instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing. To open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you and not to you. And one day, in the not so distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that Mother has you cradled in her arms. The sea may not be smooth sailing, but you're safe and you're held. And one day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything's going to be okay. All right, and then you have the breaking the chain. Breaking the chain of the ancestral patterns. It's going to feel a little intense, because this seems like a mission for you, right? And missions can be sometimes challenging and take a lot of courage, but you can do this. You're going to rewrite the future and be rewarded for doing so. You're being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. And this could mean letting go of an old pattern of your maternal or paternal line, healing trauma from the past that was not even yours, or observing old ways of being that no longer serve you. We carry emotional trauma in our luminous field for up to 7 generations back. This is why family patterns can be the hardest to break. Often they are not even ours to begin with, but we do not know another way of being, so we continue playing out the drama. The thing to notice when ancestral healing comes up is that you can't heal another person, but only your own healing, can cause another person to choose to heal, and the energy then becomes freed up. So could be what's happening with you and your person. And I don't know if your person's family has jumped to that conclusion right away, but they think they notice a change. I think they notice a progressiveness in this situation, and how you guys are so progressive and you're moving forward into a different time, a place where we're not suppressed and told to do certain things and accepted for certain ways. And I think they appreciate that. You're being guided now to look at your life and decide how you want it to be, and what ways of being or patterns are you ready to free yourself from. What part of your future do you want to rewrite? Now is the time to shake them off and dream a new future into being. So what you need to do is think about what your old ways of being from your family line are you ready to let go. Like, think about what kind of issues have come up for them, you know, up to 7 generations back. Seek assistance from a support team, you know, like your tribe, your friends, your healer, your coach, etc. And then begin freeing yourself from it. And also, this new family that becomes your family could also be healers. They could be helping you in this ancestral healing as well. Okay, that's pretty cool. So let's see now. You have, let's see, when whispers of love, romance, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. So you two, they see you as very romantic and loving towards each other. Like, there's nothing stopping your love. They see that love, that connection is very beautiful and pure, and it's plain romantic. Oh, isn't that romantic? That's what they're thinking. And we have share wisdom. This is really beautiful. So part of you being yourself and the family just adoring you or getting along with you or feeling drawn to you, connected to you, has to do with this, your wisdom. You're so something, it's like you're sharing parts of yourself, and it makes them feel very connected to you. And it's almost like they know what it's like to go through the things that you've gone through. You know, this card is about wisdom of experience. Our most potent medicine is born from the trials we have endured. It is easy to underestimate all that we know and all that we have learned, but we each have a unique perspective and offering to this world. Our wisdom evolves with us. So right now you're being asked to speak more loudly about what you do know. Do not worry about what you don't know or whether you think you're qualified enough. It's time to put a voice to all that you have experienced. And I think you'll be in a lot of like really deep intellectual or spiritual conversations with certain family members. This has a lot of symbology, but I'm going to just focus on the lapis lazuli. That's a nice stone you might like to meditate with. Lapis is an ally of initiation to our own medicine, and when looking at the stone, it's striking how similar it looks to a galaxy. The deep blue with flecks of gold and swirls of white, it can serve as a portal to accessing our own soul records and the wisdom you have accumulated throughout your lifetimes. You can call on lapis to remember your ancient wisdom and bring it to a space of embodiment and teaching, and that goes so good with the ancestral healing as well. So let's see, finally, with the and key with how do they see you? She who creates, Shayla, creativity, originality, and spontaneity. So they see you as somebody who is, like I said, like a little bit eccentric, unique, but very creative, and in a kind way, you know, in a very, it's not like you have a high ego, that you have a defensiveness about you. You kind of a no apologies kind of style, but you know, I think they appreciate that. She dresses to please herself. Everything she wears is a reflection of her true self. She decorates her face with makeup and grease paint, and she this could be somebody who like colors her hair, or somebody who has tattoos, something like that, you know. She's showing off her inner fool, or her inner, just an inner expression. See the fool dancing upon the tambourine at her side? So fool doesn't mean foolish, it means full of faith, you know. Shayla makes her own music too. There's a golden salamander on her shoulder that whispers crazy ideas. She chooses to follow the ones that appeal to her in the moment. She adores the ladybug in her hair and the dragonfly on her skirt. Spontaneity is her middle name, and although those who don't understand her call her a risk, Shayla embraces the energy of making things shine in her own unique ways. And this card is called this is just saying be original, be yourself and be original. And it's reminding you to follow that following others and doing what the other things others think you should do is just not for you. They get that, they appreciate that about you. You're an authentic and an original. Sometimes you might be challenged, to do something beyond the ordinary. Examine your world. Look for your own salamander and dragonfly guides to hint at where you need to be. The energy here is movement and change, but in the original ways. Don't create another painting of a rose. Paint the thorns instead. Stretch your mind. Creativity isn't only a paintbrush and canvas. It's cooking, it's crafting, writing and singing, and even teaching. Where will your originality shine? So everything about you, screams originality and authenticity and uniqueness. Let's just kind of see how do they see you as a couple together? Besides being romantic, they see you as forgiveness. This is this ancestral healing here. Allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. A lot of that's coming up here. We had a little bit in pile 1 too, this kind of feeling of maybe you kissed a lot of frogs and now you've finally stumbled on the great love of your life. And this could be something like that too, but it's not about your particular frogs, or they could be, but it's also about, your ancestors' legacy in a way too. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Sometimes. Okay. Wow, nice. Look at that. Wishes coming true. The Nine of Pentacles. They see you as an amazing single person, right? Maybe that won't last for very long, but they see you as have done so well for yourself, without any help from a man in your life per se, other than, they're or woman, let's just put it that way. Yeah, other than that, your future families here, this person's family is seeing that your connection with their, I'm just gonna say son, and just to make it simple. So what I'm trying to say is your family's son, you has been by your side. I'm not saying that he hasn't been helping you, and you are connected with him, but they see you as independent, like you don't need him for your survival, and that's a good thing, okay? So that's a scenario. Put yourself where you see yourself. You could be a daughter instead, or they could be the female. And you got 2 9s here. The wounded warrior. Oh my gosh, they see a lot of similarities between you and their child, your person. They see that you've both been through a lot, and what didn't break you made you stronger, basically. So that's good too. Oh, the Page of Pentacles. I think they see you as a future spouse, future daughter-in-law, future son-in-law. I feel like they think they see their son or daughter might have, like, maybe somebody knows a secret that they've already purchased a ring and ready to propose, but like they're waiting for the right time and stuff. So I see that kind of scenario possible right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see what the charms have to say. So they're like, why are you holding on to that? You better, put a ring on her. She's like a keeper. So you got Pentacles times 1,000 with this diamond here cluster. This is like beauty, and not your personal beauty, and also the beauty of and also like just being abundant, wealthy. Maybe somebody's creativity could be photography, but that could also be your way of connecting with each other. You have Sure, China, Idea. You have the lighthouse. This one could be in Hatteras Island, North Carolina. I think that might be that one. Oh, look at that. We got the guitar. And so that that's musical. So they see you or their person, you know, your person could be musical, or both of you, maybe y'all sing together, you know, maybe you perform together, maybe you're like singing and performing in front of the family and they're like, yep, she's the one. And then you've got butterfly of transformation. Ooh, the kids like you a lot. If there's any like you know, cousins and friends and aunts and uncles that have kids, all the children that might be around love you, see? And there is a protective feeling, like everybody feels protective of you. I think it stems from this angel presence, that this aura of protection and fearless, and your fearlessness, your bravery. Maybe you're an author as well, a creative and good with writing and good with words. You have a dreamy connection. Oh, and there's a gift here. Like it's like it really is romantic. And even though you're very eccentric types, very romantic still underneath and in front of everyone, but not fake about it. You got this beautiful flying horse. You're really going to ascend together, I think. You also have the unicorn, which is the divine masculine. So this guy has completed his cycles and he is ready. And I'm saying he, but the masculine could be male or female. And then we have the heart. So a lot of love here. The pine cone could represent some kind of autumn connection, abundance, and an arrow into the heart, like just like Cupid's arrow, meant to be. All right, you guys, I hope you like that. Please subscribe. Hello, subscribers. Moving on to the next. And last but not least, we have pile number 3 with the yellow calcite. And let's see what our Fairy Oracle says. We have wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. So their family sees you as kind of magical and wise. Maybe you have a fairy essence about you. Maybe you have a fairy godmother essence about you too. Maybe they feel like because you wished for it, your dreams are coming true with their family's child, you know, with your person. I'm trying to be real gender neutral here. So it's he or she, male, female, masculine, feminine. Put yourself where you see yourself. But in general, I'm speaking to the feminine female out there. So sometimes to clarify it, I'll just use that as an example. All right, let's see what else. So we have inner child. I love this. So the fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. They see you as young at heart. Like maybe you could be a little bit older, but there's a quality about you that's just plain youthful. And family members that have children, wherever there's children, they like magnetized towards you. They're drawn to you. The children and the animals and pets have sort of a, and you're drawn to them too. Like you feel like I know this is for me. Like whenever I go to a party or somebody, like I'm not sure about the family or the people I'm going to visit, the first thing I'll look for is kids or pets, you know. If you got a kitty, I'll go find the kitty and start petting the kitty and talking to it. If you got a puppy, I'll play with the doggy and throw a ball at it or whatever. If you got kids, I'll start talking to them about their interests and stuff. I like kids better than adults, honestly. And, but yeah, but that I feel like I can relate. So I think that's kind of how they see you. Like the person who relates really good with children, and you also have a child quality about you. And then let's see, what about your work your light oracle? We've got you're already doing it. So keep facing true north as long as you're being yourself and you're also facing those challenges and working outside the box, because your true north, your north node in your zodiac chart will feel sometimes awkward for some of you. For some of you, it feels very natural, and some of you, it's awkward. Like for me, for example, it's stepping outside of my comfort zone. But a lot of people's north nodes are the very same thing as their sun sign, so it feels like just be themselves is all that matters, and they're doing fine. When you are doing great, but you know you got to challenge yourself a little bit and step outside your box, then go with that instinct and do that. Alrighty. Let's see what else you've got. Ooh, pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So they've sensed something unique about you, different from anybody else they've ever met. There is a calmness, a wisdom, that youthful quality, but yet this, like forever age quality too, like so it's kind of a strange mixed paradox of things, like very wise and very young, very old and very young at the same time, like that mix of things, and that they feel like you have something to say, like something to tell them. I don't know. Like, what is this wise person trying to talk to us about? She's so wise and yet so, like, kind and carefree, like a child. All right, so let's kind of break down. You're already doing it is, it's kind of like the yes when asked, will their family like me, you already know, and it doesn't really matter, right? Because if you're being yourself, you're not trying to please anybody else, you're really just trying to be yourself, right? And so if you ever have doubts, just stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. Don't question things so much. You're on the right track. You're facing the right way. Stop overthinking it. It's happening, and you're closer than you think. You're exactly where you need to be, and things are moving at the perfect speed. Don't rush it. Now is not the time to be impatient. Now is the time to walk steady. I'm also getting this feeling like it's going to be a little while before you get to meet the family, but when you do, everything's going to fall into place. So don't rush it, because right now, it wouldn't be the right time anyway. The timing wouldn't be good right now, but soon enough it will be, and everything will be right when it happens. So what you're building is being built, and what you've planted soon will blossom. With every new day, a new brick is being laid. You've come a long way. The foundations are steady. Now all that is needed is for you to trust. I was about to say faith, trust, and pixie dust. For you to trust and keep walking forward. If a thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, this is just your ego comparing your rising to someone else's. So don't go there. Comparison is not your friend. Stay in your lane, water your own garden, know that your time to bloom will come soon. You're already doing it, keep going. And also, you know, what if you're like, this feels very, maybe possibly twin flamey, maybe because of you have this sort of light and evolution about you. So what if your person, you're not like doing traditional dating and things like that, like in other people, and you're trying to compare, like, other people go to, you know, do things in these steps, like shouldn't I be doing things in these kinds of steps? No, because you have a separate situation here. You are your own, in your own lane. You're in a very specific kind of relationship, I'm feeling. Because you're a pillar of light. There's nobody like you. You're very unique and different. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You are heaven and earth in perfect expression, a conduit for the light of the heavens to the earth. You are a rainbow bridge. Take time to meditate. Imagine yourself as a pillar of light, connecting the light of the heavens above with the earth. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures speak about, raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet, linking the higher realms of the cosmos, guides, angels, and spirit with the ancient wisdom keepers and beings of planet Earth. They dance together through you. They sing together through you. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. For too long, we've been taught that God is outside of us, giving away our power to angels and spirit guides. But without you, they don't have a voice. You are the oracle. Don't look for guidance outside, for you hold all the wisdom of the entire universe in the portal of your heart and every cell of your body. Do not see the angels and guides as above you, for without you they have no way of communicating. You are the oracle. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the pillar of light. With all these talks of rainbow, it could be like also same-sex situations here as well. So put your hand to your heart and say this to yourself. I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate my codes of remembering within my cells and chakras. I activate my system as a rainbow bridge between heaven and earth. So let's see, how else do they see with the whispers of love? See a spiritual connection, a relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. This is super unique and different, and actually you'll be surprised. I think you might be surprised that they notice that the difference here. They notice the difference of you individually and you as a couple compared to other people, although you're not going to compare because that's not your mission to compare, but they may compare. They may see and say, wow, this is different, which is okay. You know, as long as they leave that alone and then just accept you for who you are, right? But you have definitely a unique connection that is sort of unexpected to them, and it's beautiful. It may give, it's also this with this time kind of thing that it might take time to accept it or understand it, but they see it. It's not anything that's not there visible in front of their eyes. All right, let's see about your threads of fate. So you have speak truth. See, that's very important. Be your authentic self. Be true to who you are. Speak the truth. They'll admire you for your truth. And also, it's not just about speaking truth, but just plain speaking. Like, speak up. Speak up for yourself. Speak anything that you have to say that seems, it doesn't have to be specifically enlightening, but they're listening to you as if you have a wisdom. You know, they want to hear what you have to say. You're different from the rest. You're intriguing, and you have a mix of wisdom and youthfulness about you. So this card is asking you to tap into what needs to be brought out of you. It extends beyond speaking and into embodying. What truth of yours needs form? Your soul, heart, and body are always trying to communicate with you. Maybe you find yourself mysteriously drawn to a subject, art form, or genre. Maybe you realize you are buying every purple thing you see. All of these things, whether small or large, are our heart's longing. It's an ember of our truth trying to light within us. In order to nurture that flame, we must breathe life into it, embody it, speak it, embrace it. Tap into your truth in any way you can and give it power by naming it however you feel called to name it. All right, so the stone that we see in this picture is the Amazonite. I love this kind of like, there's a bit of a rainbow aura. Do you see that? The Amazonite is an ally for those who are working to bring their heart's truth into the physical world. Transparency, intention, communication, and clarity are all perfect description of Amazonite's power. Using this stone to harmonize one's internal world with the external via the voice. See, voice enables you to unite your truth with your surroundings. Call on the Amazonite for the ability to connect the heart's desires with expression, as well as assessing the courage needed to bring to life your desired reality. So you too are a speaker of sorts, and something about your style is very attractive to them, to the family. And then your Elki is she who divides. Oh, futura, future choice. So maybe you are a spiritual person. Maybe you're a tarot reader or some kind of, maybe they see that about you. This kind of mystique, this psychic quality, this ability to see into the future, this very strange knowing that you have suddenly about certain things, and they're like, how could she possibly know that? Nobody's ever told her anything about our family, and she's just picking up on things quite quickly. And it's a little at once, it's a little takes them aback, and on the other hand, it also comforts them too, that that somebody that has your ability to see like this is also a good judge of character, and is also very self-aware. So Futura, she who divines, holds La Muerte, the death card in tarot. So somebody could be a Scorpio out there. I didn't even notice that. And the Seven of Hearts, which signifies unconditional love. One seems dire while the other seems like a fantasy, but they are simply messages for us to interpret. Like the die and the key on her necklace, all are tools. Even the opal can be a stone of sorrow if chosen for the wrong reason. Futura also wears an icon of the Virgin Mary, representing the sorrows and joys of women. Futura will help you see the opportunities that await you. This card points out that you have a choice to make. A decision is waiting to be made, but you must first review all the possibilities. Make sure you're investigating the many varied paths that lie ahead. This could be an indication to ask someone else to help you delineate the choices before you. This card of looking into the future is a promise of hope, as long as you don't let the current issues hold you back. In order to move forward, you can't drag the past with you. Take time to peer into the window to see the future. Where will your feet take you next? Will your heart and head follow? And also I'm feeling like you know, it's saying to maybe ask for help or something like that, but be aware, you know, that's not, sometimes that's good and sometimes not. Just realize. But I feel like that your person's going to ask his family or her family for help, like, oh my gosh, you know, like, what do you think? What should I do in this situation? And I feel like they'll have some kind of interesting idea about how you are together. Let's see if we can get any more. Okay, well, something about being the friend. Oh my gosh, maybe there's somebody else that that needs to be friend zoned first. You know, like maybe there's a relationship that lacks passion, but the connection that they see you two have has a lot of passion, not just spiritual connection, but a lot of passion. And so like I said, they might be comparing you to other relationships, or he might have said that in pile 2, but you too also, they're seeing that you're, no, I said that because you're so different, really different. So what is this connection? They're seeing you as something, yeah, like out of the ordinary. The serendipity, like this is a serendipitous event. So I did notice there's a divine time here, and the only way you can come together is through this specific timing. But also when it happens, they will also see that this happened at a divine time, and that they see you as a serendipitous person in their child's life, you know. So let's see what else. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Very interesting. And serendipity feels so soulmatey, you know, and twin flamey. Like it's divine, because that's one of the main words here is divine. So you have the Knight of Cups. So one of you have this kind of quality. Could be your person, it could be you, but definitely person full and extremely loving. Like really, the love is just overwhelming, and the expression and the emotion of love is very strong here. And it could represent water signs as well. And then you have the Chariot. So Cancer, could be Cancer here. The Chariot. And it's so funny when I listen to other people's readings and I hear Chariot and they don't pronounce it Chariot, you know, and they say it fast. It sounds like they're saying my name, Cherry. But yeah, the Chariot is about triumph and harmony and making great choices and being bold and conquering anything that could get in the way. So there is a divine time. When the time comes, everything will be conquered. And the Queen of Wands, like maybe you have a black cat like I do, and maybe you're a Leo, or maybe you have fire energy, or maybe you are the the feminine flame here, you know, or somebody is. One half of is the feminine flame. The other half could be the masculine flame, but the masculine, or a male or a female, is represented by the Knight of Cups, which is about love in action. You know, it's not love, sentient love, but a love, a movement of love, a showing of love, expressing a love, feeling love, giving love. Oh, all right, a lot of love. All right, let's see now about your charms. Okay, we have the something French, the Eiffel Tower. Oh, you got the ring. So an engagement, a leveling up of the relationship. You have pixie dust, so you've come to the final phase. Somebody is tall and beautiful. Somebody makes music, very artistic here. Music and painting and artistic people. This Cupid's arrow has struck. Somebody's lending a hand. And there is this, I've got your back. Like, you two together, they see you as very like caring and always there for each other. Like, I'll take care of you, I got your back. There is this feeling of the family tree where deep roots and branching out, and this is growing. This is a relationship very healthy, full of life, and branching out and growing bigger and bigger. Ooh, there's a good kiss idea coming. I like good kiss idea. Hey, kissing is always a good idea, I must say. So yeah, wow, very beautiful. So once this finally comes to play, I just feel like there's some heavy divine timing occurring here. But once the dust settles, so to speak, the pixie dust settles, yes, then the family's not going to have it. They're going to be magically transported into your world and see how perfectly you are for each other, and you probably will get married. There you go. I hope you like that, you guys. If you like that, give it a thumbs up and comment below if whatever pile resonated with you. And please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, hello, thank you for coming back. And if you're a member, I'm about to shout you out. So members are these very special people who pay a little extra every month to keep this channel going, and very supportive, and they get some perks to go with it. Their perks are badges and emojis they get to use in the comment section and live, and they also get free readings. So the Platinum Pixies get a 25-minute reading with charms, and that's Lupe C, Claudia Lane, and Claire. Now, hello again, Claire. Golden Fairies, Leo Sunchild, who gets a 15-minute reading. Twin Flames, Luisa Silva, who gets 11-minute reading. And the Fool of Faithers get a 5, but usually it's always going to be more than 5 minutes. Most of my readings never less than 7 minutes, honestly. Even the Fool of Faithers and the Sparkles of Life, but Wolfie and Wesley and Sunny King and Anastasia and Wild Owl Rose, thank you so much, Full of Faithers. And last but not least, my Sparkles of Light. Oh, my Kim, hello, AA, Sachi, Patricia, Valeska, Jaden, Chrissy, Jessica D, Jessica Johnson, Mona, Amanda, Brian. Any of you guys that want your reading, all you have to do is email me and say, I'm ready for my reading and I'm a Sparkle of Light, or I'm ready for my reading and I'm a Fool of Faither. That just, you know, cuts down me having to go search you up and see what you get. But yeah, definitely reach out. If you don't reach out to me email wise, then I'll just accept it as a donation, and I thank you very much for that. My birthday is coming, my channel birthday is coming up, so you guys stay tuned for contest. Tuesday night I'm going live, and I'm going to give away this Rider-Waite tarot deck. It is called the Diamond Flare, very sparkly, and it comes with an amethyst. So people have been writing me saying how much they enjoy their prizes that they've gotten so far, and I can't wait to share some more. Also, check out the Patreon page. Those of you who would like to become patrons, there's tiers over there as well. I'll post pictures for people to see my artwork, so the general public can see most of the artwork. Some of the behind scenes will be specifically to people of different tiers over there, and I now have my belly dancing uncut version over there for special people who want to really support the channel. So my patrons over there are Sylvie, Trini, and Melanie. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate all your love and support, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, comment below what other subjects you would like me to address, and I will get to it as soon as possible. And if you need a private reading, also reach out to me in my email address, which is in the description box. All right, faith, trust, and pixie dust.